Hey boys and girls, happy Friday, TGIF, roll around again. Sure enjoyed Zooming with some of you. Wish everybody would get on. Bridget joined us today, several from Emma Ray, Keelion. Lauren didn't make it. Lauren, I missed you today. Hope you can be back with us next time. I don't know what days next week. Just keep checking Dojo. Well, today I'm going to read chapter 3. Like I said, if you haven't been keeping up with our new book or any of the other books, they're all on Class Dojo. You can go back and start from the beginning. You can listen to every chapter of Where the Red Fern Grows. You can listen to every chapter of The Homework Machine. And now you're going to be listening to 3 chapters in our new book, The Quest of Quentin. All right, so Quentin has set out on his own, and he and his dad have separated, so that Quentin now has the scroll with the golden words that everybody is trying to find. So, chapter 3 is going to be called The House of the Hermit Shepherd. So this is where his dad told him to go to try to see if there's anything that can be done, because 7 swords are gone. 6 swords are gone. All right. After several hours, Quentin reached the first clearing he'd seen in the forest. He saw a large house in the center of this clearing, resting on the summit of a tall green hill. The next thing he noticed was let me make sure my voice. Oh, needed to turn it up. Sorry about that. The next thing he noticed was a stone wall that appeared to hedge the entire base of the hill. All right, and I see it there. Do you see that wall right here? Surely there is an opening, Quentin thought to himself. Soon an open gateway was discovered, and once he passed through it, Quentin cautiously began ascending the hill. That ascending means going up the hill, okay? So that wasn't the fence I showed you. The fence is not in this picture. So now he's going up the hill to the house. He hoped the house belonged to the hermit shepherd, but what if it had become an outpost for the enemy? Nearing the summit, he slipped the golden scroll beneath his shirt. Reaching the house, he cautiously walked up to the door and knocked. After a moment, the door was opened by a man with a long white beard and twinkling eyes, which was nearly enshrouded by his bushy eyebrows. "Can I help you?" His voice was kind. "Are you the hermit shepherd?" The man chuckled. "Some call me that." Quentin sighed with relief. Whew. He pulled out the scroll. The man's eyes widened. "My father is a knight," Quentin said, "one of the guardians at the keep. The enemy has attacked and almost captured this golden scroll. We're all in danger. My father thought you could help." A look of pain crossed the old man's face. He looked cautiously down the hillside behind Quentin, then said, "Come in quickly, lad." Inside, in a plainly furnished room, a fireplace blazed. Quentin, warmed already by his hurried journey and the climb up the hill, stayed standing near the door. The hermit shepherd moved near the fire, then faced Quentin with an intent gaze. With both hands he motioned anxiously for Quentin to speak. As Quentin told his story, the man's face filled with grief. After Quentin finished, the shepherd spoke quietly. "The Dark Master knows that whatever proceeds from the keep is what controls this land, so he'll fill it with his darkness. He'll spread his shadow with little to stop him, and it will capture and enslave and torment whoever it touches." He turned and gazed into the dancing flames. When he looked back toward Quentin, he spoke with caution. "Only one thing can overcome this approaching darkness. I know, Quentin said. The golden scroll. It reflects light, and the Dark Master hates it. We just need to shine the golden scroll on the Dark Master and his army. The old man's face stayed grim. He mentioned the chained men Quentin had described who had been pushed to the enemy's front lines at the keep. Our problem isn't just the Dark Master and his committed warriors, the shepherd said. The trouble lies in his use of those people who aren't committed to the light nor to the darkness, but who can abide the light while still being used by the darkness. They bring terrible confusion to this conflict, and the Dark Master uses that confusion to advance his cause. No, lad, just waving the golden scroll in front of the enemy's faces is not the answer. Then what is? After staring again into the fire for a long moment, the shepherd said, The High King himself must summon a man for this quest, a man who walks strongly in the ways of the Summit Kingdom. Nothing else will turn the tide of the coming darkness. Quentin was puzzled. The High King? The Summit Kingdom? What are these things you speak of? The old shepherd's eyes darted back at Quentin in utter shock. Surely you know of these things, lad. Your father must have told you. He knows of them well. I've never heard of them, Quentin confessed. After holding Quentin's gaze a moment, the old man motioned with his finger. Follow me, lad. I have something to show you. Quentin followed him down a long hallway and into a completely dark and apparently windowless room. There's a table in the center of the room, the shepherd called. Carefully find it, then lay the golden scroll there and open it. Quentin stepped forward into the darkness, but not carefully enough. His boot collided with the firmness of a table leg. He tripped to the floor with a loud thump. I found it, he said, slowly rising. He felt the table's surface, then laid out the scroll. Suddenly a window opened high on the far wall. As Quentin's eyes adjusted to the light, he recognized the view offered through the window. The great mountains. That's where that strange light came from that beamed inside the keep. Does it shine here too? That strange light comes from the Summit Kingdom, the shepherd explained. It's where the author of the Golden Scroll lives, the High King. Just then, Quentin noticed a ray of light proceeding from the great mountains and shining straight through the window into the room. When the light struck the golden scroll, a warm and brilliant brightness filled this room, just as it had the keep. As Quentin basked in its glorious atmosphere, the shepherd walked to a wall covered by a curtain. He gripped the curtain edge and began drawing it back, unveiling a massive mural that filled the wall. Its detail, craftsmanship, and beauty surpassed any picture Quentin had ever seen. The mural was filled with rich, vibrant colors, and also gold and silver accents. The light of the golden scroll made the picture seem to come alive. There was motion in the objects and elements portrayed, as light shimmered across its intricate surface. This mural shows the history of our world, the shepherd said. It's a painting of what's written in the golden scroll. He stepped to the table and began reading from the scroll. While the words were read, Quentin's imagination ignited. He stepped nearer the mural for a better look and found himself being pulled into it, as though he was watching actual events instead of a picture of them. Okay, so I wonder what's going to happen next. It's getting exciting. The next chapter is titled The Mural and the Golden Scroll. So if you get a chance to listen, and you've listened to this book, make a prediction any way you'd like on portfolios to show what you believe is going to happen next. All right. Have a great weekend.